Hello, welcome back to France. Last time, well, we fought a few wars. Didn't actually get too much, but even so, I really have to step up. I know, my bad, my apologies, whatever you want to say. But yes, as you can see, Castile is actually going haywire with colonization, which is kind of good for me. And I could potentially go after these. But as I said, I want to get Aragon out of Europe, because apparently it doesn't matter where the provinces you grab are. What matters is where their capital is. So, by banishing Great Britain here, I can basically take whatever I want in Great Britain, or not Great Britain, in the New World, without anyone actually, well, caring. So yeah, it seems also that Norway is currently at war with Sweden and actually making gains, which is also a little bit surprising, all things considered. But yeah, there are some things that I need to get rid of: Beijing, Bijapur, and Makosal. So yes, I will be starting the process of selling those, and once those have been sold, we'll be going for another war. This time, I guess we'll try to get into war with Sweden, get Ulm and the Palatinate, get the two cores that they hold that are Triers, and then we will be simply annexing Trier and get that done with. So with that as the plan, we'll simply have to see how things goes. But for now, we'll be most likely. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to release Greece or when I will release Greece. I'll most likely release them a little bit further down the line. And hopefully I can also try and snatch Mamluks or anyone here, so I can actually start taking some lands from the Ottomans. But as I said, there are a couple of targets that we have once we are done here, or once I've sold the provinces. Those targets are Malabar, Persia, Sweden most likely, Palatinate, and so forth. So I'll just sell the provinces, and then we'll decide on who will be attacking this time. So we'll see how that goes. As you can see, Delhi has been integrated, which is a positive thing. With this, we also get some extra troops that I can use, and well, that is not to be well, that is positive at the very least, so I'll at least not complain on that score. But yeah, did I really see Japan and Malabar go to war there? Yeah, I did. Japan in the Orator Succession War, so basically Japan is trying to get the personal union with the Orator, which is kind of annoying to me, because I want to try and vassalize them further down the line. So that is not something that I like. But yeah, we'll be trying to close the deal here, more or less, get the colonies done here, and then we'll be going for some more warfare. So when are my truces ending with Great Britain? In 2 more years, so most likely to declare war on them then, or try to drag them into war. Both Aragon and Great Britain are in coalition against me, so I need to try and sneak them into a position where they'll actually declare war on me, or not them declare war on me, or have one of their allies drag them in. So for now, as I said, selling provinces is basically all that I will be doing, and hopefully I'll be able to, well, get what I'm after here. So Kandash, I'm here to sell you this one. You do not want it, not same religious group. I'm pretty sure you want the other one though. I'm pretty sure I have converted it. I have, so that's done. But yeah, now I can actually, I think, try and sneak Malabar into a war here. And the way to do it will probably be Daiviet or Champa. And I'm actually tempted to go for Daiviet here, and then basically vassalize them, and I think I'll most likely keep them as Buddhist. I have no idea how the religious map actually looks here. Most of it is Buddhist, so I can easily hand it over to them, or hand most of these lands over to them. We'll at least give it a try and see if it works out here. But we'll also have to deal with Asa, Brunei, and Majapahit, so it'll be a little bit interesting that how we're doing in terms of England and how they feel about me. Our next vassal still takes forever to actually get rid of, and I'll get one more once Korea and Shun has been integrated, so I'll keep England around for a little while longer, but it's still a little bit worrisome, as it were. What we'll be doing, however, is declare war on Japan. We'll be taking these last 2 provinces here, and then we'll most likely annex Manchu, if we do not want them to eat some of the Oirat Horde, which we probably do not want to. So yeah, we'll probably just hand over these 2 to Manchu, and then hand over something to Shimazu as well. So with that, war has been declared, and we'll be aiming to get as much as we can out of it. I'm pretty sure we will get, well, as much as we want, so it shouldn't be an issue. But on that same note, I'm a little bit unsure if I should declare any other wars. I'll most likely go after Malabar, because of the fact that I'm pretty sure they hold a couple of Kandash cores. And I can also, yeah, as you can see, they hold 1, 2, 3 of their cores, and I can then also hand over some other lands. Most likely these two to try, or Bundelkand, to try and get a border with Gwalior, so I can hand all that over. But we'll have to consider that as we go, so I'll just fight and we'll see how it ends up. The Emperor Brandenburg has enacted an imperial reform. King, with the backing of the members of the Holy Roman Empire, the Emperor has decided to go through with the reform and not gaming Pephanik. I know I didn't pronounce that right, so don't bother with me with it. I'll never get it right, that's how simple it is. But it basically gives the Emperor some extra tax, and the others get minus tax. And I'm actually fairly okay with that, because Brandenburg ain't really a scary Emperor. Let's just leave it at that. And yes, I'll be fighting Japan now, and I'm also tempted to declare war on Daviet or someone simply to drag Malabar into it. But I think we'll benefit more from starting a war in Europe. So let's see, Burgundy. That is a long list of allies. Sweden. Well, this could actually work out pretty damn well, because if I drag in Sweden through a war with the Palatinate, I would not be too mad. So we'll go for Palatinate first, and then Ulm, I think. So with that, war declared. We'll have to see here if the Swedes actually decide to join in or not. But I'm pretty sure they'll actually end up joining, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's just get the sieging squads up. I'm pretty sure these guys don't actually have any troops left. Well, they do have 15,000 somewhere. But there shouldn't be an issue. Apparently the Ottomans have decided to take out Tuscany as well. Wow, they're really going for it now. But yeah, I'll be hopefully dragging Sweden into this. But that means that I'll be keeping, Brandenburg, the Palatinate, Sweden, Hungary, and Münster. So I'm a little bit unsure. If I take this one, can I actually sell it to Portugal? Would be very sweet if I could, but I kind of doubt it. So we'll just leave them be. But the Hungarians needs to be dealt with, and I'm pretty sure I can do just that. The Münster army is up here. So yes, we'll start, and we'll see how this goes. Pretty sure it should be a victory. And if not, well, that's my bad. So we'll have to give it our best, I guess. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on this area here, and I think I'll not start any more wars than I'm already in, but might happen. So we'll see how this goes. Prevent mine and non-chartered companies from competing with the Indian Trade Company by forbidding non-authorized joint stock companies. So yes, this is actually quite good. It gives me 5 extra mercantilism and global trade power plus 5%. So we'll be passing that one. I'll still keep weight with the Edict de Nantes because, well, religious unity is still pretty high, so it's not actually a problem at all. But it will take some time to actually convert everything, so we'll simply have to keep an eye on that. On the other note, though, I will be continuing this war against the Swedes. I'll most likely try and take 2 or 3 provinces, or 2 provinces, I think, hand it over to Denmark, and simply keep on that note. We'll have to see if we'll actually try and get ourselves into a war with Norway or not. Probably will further down the line. Try and take these 3 islands here, probably core them myself, and that should be enough to, well, either banish them to the New World or whatever. I don't honestly know, so we'll simply have to deal with it as time goes on, I guess. So for now, sieging is of importance, and we'll simply have to see how this goes. It seems the Swedes have lost some of their military power, and that is always a positive thing for me, because, well, if they aren't as strong as they used to be, I can always use that to my advantage in siegings and such. So the Mississippi Trade Company, in 1717, the Mississippi Trade Company was founded. It had the royal monopoly on the utilization of the large colonial areas along the Mississippi River in America. In 1719, the government borrowed 1.5 billion livres from the company. The company was more of a financial institution than a company of trade and industry, and the price of shares hit the roof. In 1720, the French house turned into a vice. And the fact that the shares of the company were overvalued was evident even to the man on the street. Soon panic broke out, and the company was declared bankrupt. John Law was forced to flee from France. Well, I guess I'll simply take the money for now. I have no idea if it will give any negative repercussions later. I hope it won't, but you never know. So we'll simply have to wait and see. Sieges are coming along nicely over here as well, so I'll just try and split up my sieging armies a little bit more, and we'll be dealing with the French. We'll see how it goes. Excuses, we'll not be dealing with the French. We'll be dealing with the Swedish. My bad. Apologies. As you can see, I've also declared war on Persia. This is basically to grow the Timurids and get, well, them to some extent done. They still have one core here, and I also could potentially go after some of the hordes here, Uzbek, and simply hand over the lands to them. The only problem is that this Timur is actually Catholic, so yeah, I will have to most likely convert the provinces I take before I can hand them over. But at the very least, I'll be able to grow the Timurids, and if I can actually get as much land that I would actually get this area here, then I am basically set to declare a war on the Muscovites, try and cut them in half wherever I can, and that should help out quite a lot. We're also doing pretty well with the Swedes here. I haven't actually seen the Swedes, the Swedish army that is, in quite a while. I think I actually sent it down here, so it's stuck down south, and also as you can see, battles are coming along rather nicely. So I think I should be able to piece out Hungary, for example, and other people here that doesn't actually pose a threat or would be part of this war to begin with. I think I can actually piece them out, as I said, without too much fuss. So what I will be doing here is moving some troops out. I'll be trying to limit the amount of losses to troops to, well, at least as much as possible. So we'll see how that actually works out. Got my first administrative idea here, Patron of the Arts, which should help out a little bit to say the very least. Prestige decay -1 should help keeping this one basically at 100 all the time. And yes, we'll also be going for, well, once we get this, technology cost -5% will help out a bit, and also the knowledge transfer will help keep me with good generals. So can't actually complain about any one of these, but the one I'm really looking forward to is Optimism, which will give me a monthly war exhaustion -5. And yes, I do get some extra war exhaustion for the way that I've set up my troops here, but I can live with that. But for now, I will be dealing with, or trying to deal with, the Persian troops here, and then we will be trying to set up the peace deal that we want here. But on that note, we're also doing pretty well up here. Sieges are coming along nicely, and I can't really complain on that score either. So yes, we'll be continuing with sieging, and I think I will be able to get what I want out of this war without too much fuss. So yes, I'll be all marching on this Swedish army here, aiming to destroy it, and hopefully I can destroy the people who are currently sitting on this island here. Should be just fine. So yes. As far as now, we are doing, as you can see, pretty well. I should be able to try or start piecing out some of the more annoying aspects here, like Hungary, rather soon, and that will be enough to actually, I think, get the peace deal I want here. So we'll see how this actually turns out. As you can see, the Swedes have a 666 general, and I should have noticed this a little bit sooner, because there is actually a challenge. I think at least this is a Swede, Mikael Eka. Sounds like a Swede, I think. Well, I'll find it out really soon, because if it is as I believe, I can go for another achievement right now, and that is it's all about luck against a great general. I believe 666 is the requirement. So we'll see if I can actually find him again, and if that is actually the case, then I'll be able to pull off that achievement right now. But I'll have to find him first to see if it is actually the case, and if it is, we'll give it a go, I think. So. With this, the Swedish, or the armies of the opposition, is rather spread thin. So I think I'll actually march on this army here. Västerbotten is actually where I have, at least some very small amount of troops. So yes, I'll be moving up to, hopefully, I believe this is Karl Sture. Nope, not that guy. I'll simply have to see here if it's actually, nope. I'll have to find that Eka guy. Could it potentially be a Hungarian? Don't think so. Nope. So I think it's a Swede, but might actually be a Münsterian or someone else. But it's really bad if I can't actually get him. But I'm pretty sure it should be a Swede, because well, I can't. Yeah, there he is, Michael Eka. So we'll see if this actually works out. They will be attacking this army, and I'll simply reinforce it until the point of, or until we win, more or less. So hopefully it will work out as anticipated. Yes, Michael Eka, a 666 general with 2 siege. I haven't actually seen a general more than 2 or 3 siege, I can't actually remember. So I simply need to reinforce that army now as much as possible. Hopefully this is not one with a general in it. Nope. none of the armies that are currently meeting up has a general, and the challenge is to win a great battle or against great leader without general. So if I'm lucky now, I'll actually get that pulled off as well, and I won. But apparently it didn't actually fire. So well, that sucks. I have no idea if we actually need some better sieging, or if I actually have to hunt him down and destroy him. I have no idea. But if that is the case, then we'll be basically helpless to get it, because trying to hunt down a guy with 6 speed, so to speak, without any speed of our own, will be a very hard thing to do. And apparently those guys have decided to go to Lapland, so I'll just wait here, I think, and then we'll give it another try. I have no idea if actually it might be that I actually have to destroy his army entirely, and if that is the case, then I'm a little bit out of luck, I guess I could say. But we'll have to see here. I'll arrive on 25th, so apparently they are reinforcing that army the entire time, so no real reason for me to stick around. We'll be marching on the other side as well, and well, I think this will actually not help, because there are some AI armies there, and they will definitely be bringing a general of their own. So we'll have to see if this actually works out or not. So I think I'll simply abandon these sieges and try and help out, and I'll also have this army here. We'll march and help, and we'll see if there is an army here that I can use. So if I do this, this, and this, then leave that one and take these ones, and we'll be marching into Sweden. So yeah, I'll be trying to get that next episode, I think, because, well, as you can see, that was a very good leader. So if I can actually pull it off against that guy, then I guess the achievement is bugged. But we'll see if I can do that. Ukraine is also causing some troubles, but I don't care, because as soon as we have sieged most of Persia and basically are ready to make peace, we won't actually have to worry about that. So no real trouble, I guess. So we'll simply wait for the sieges to finish and all that. So as you can see, Japan is almost completely fallen as well. So once again, all that remains is for me to wait for sieges to finish. So we'll see how it turns out. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.